everyone, welcome back to Brandisha's World. Let me get comfortable, it's been a while. I might be a little awkward. And I'm gonna save you guys some speech because Lord have mercy upon my soul. The way I say the speech every single time I post a video, which is once a year. So I'm done. No more speeches, I'm jumping right into it. Cool? Cool? You cool with that? I'm cool with that. You cool with that? Let's go, let's do it then. So, before I really jump into it, y'all notice anything a little different about me? Anything at all? Yeah, you're right. You probably guessed it. I'm another year older. Okay, that's not what it is. Although I will be another year older in just a few days. It's December 1st right now. December 4th, a star was born, which is the words of Jay-Z, because we just so happen to share the same birthday along with Tyra Banks. Shout out to the fellow Sagittarians out there. But, you know, your girl tried something different with her hair, which I'm sure you guys can tell. So, yeah, really feeling like my father's child. I mean, really look like Dread's Pitney right now. You see me though? I really need to stop speaking patois seriously, but you can't stop me. Me won't do it. I will keep on going. You see me? Alright. So today's video is going to be a pet peeve video. I haven't done one of these in a minute. Who am I kidding? That's all I ever do, pet peeve videos. Don't worry though, I'm coming to you guys with some new material, some different stuff, still along the lines of pet peeves, but some more constructive stuff as well. I'm going to be introducing a new segment to my channel, which will be going under a different, like it's going to be under Brandisha's World, but it's going to have its own little name for its own, which you guys will see whenever I'm ready to put that out, really. Okay, so unlike a lot of people out there in the world, I do not have the fine luxury of owning a vehicle. One day soon. Mind you, I can drive, alright? I am a licensed driver. I just don't own a vehicle. So I have to deal with something called TTC. And y'all know how, a lot of you guys probably know how I feel and can relate. And for those of you who aren't from Toronto, this is just our system. It's public transit. So public transit, you know, it has its pros and its cons. So like the pros are, you know, I'm not spending as much as I would be if I was to own a car, like especially if it was something that I financed. I don't have to worry about insurance and my monthly payments or whatever. Besides that, what else is there? That's about it. That's about it. Public transit sucks. I mean, it's convenient. I give thanks for it regardless, although it drives me insane. So yeah, here are my pet peeves, and let me know if you can relate. If you happen to like this video, make sure to click like, make sure you subscribe, and share it as well. So I have about 10 things listed that I'm going to mention to you guys, and these are them. So the first pet peeve is people taking up extra seats when the bus or the train is starting to fill up. If it's empty, cool, whatever, put your bag down. I won't say kick up your foot because I'm not too into that. But yeah, put your bag down, whatever you want. Just, you know, when you start to see the bus or the train filling up and people are like stacked in there like sardines and there's 1 or 2 seats available but you happen to have your bag there, like, are you bright? Are you feisty? And are you inconsiderate? Can you please just put your bag on your lap? It's not that serious. We all pay the same fare. Let people sit down if they need to sit down. And don't even get me started on the people who sit on the blue seats and see people coming on who are like elderly or pregnant or injured and they don't get with their seat. Like, that's priority seating. You chose to sit there, so you committed just now to say, you know what, if somebody happens to come in who might be in need, I'm gonna give up my seat. But all I wanna still sit down in the blue spots. I don't understand. Going at the back or going at the middle, you can find a red seat. That's why they put that color coding system in there. You sit there, you're putting in your bed, okay? There's a chance of you giving up your seat. But anyway, pet peeve number 2. Bright and early Monday morning, all right? You on the bus. It's probably like, I don't know, let's say 8 o'clock. People coming on, you know, you might not be necessarily any seat. You might have to stand up. Somebody comes through, might be a little taller than you. They just come stand up, you know, they put their arm up to hold the rail. and then you get this interesting scent, this interesting, I wouldn't call it aroma, but I wouldn't even call it the stench. Like my dude or my girl, because it could be a female too. How is it that 8 o'clock in the morning your pits smell like you've been working all month, my G? Like, how? It's bright and early Monday morning, fresh start. Wash your pits, put on deodorant, something. Ain't nobody got time for that. That just irritates me, and I'm so over it, guys. I don't even know if I can even make it through this list. Pet peeve number 3, them rowdy ass children. Not even so much the children, it's more so like the adolescents, the youth, the teenagers. I work with youth, they cool, I love them. But I get into a real bitter granny mode sometimes when they come on the bus or the train, and I kind of forget that that was once me. But like, they just come on making bear noise, they're rushing this freaking train, they're holding the doors, they just have no consideration in terms of space, like, and they're just making all types of noise, and I'm just sitting there like, Lord have mercy, who them pit near, no autopsy whatsoever, look pon them, no manners, my God, Lord, where them parents there? And I need to remember I was once their age, but, you know, I apologize in the past for those who I may have bothered in the past via the public transit, especially at Central Tech coming on at Baptist Station. If you went to Central Tech, you know the kind of chaos we cause at the station, okay? So I apologize on behalf of all of us. Go Blues! Number 4, pet peeve, delays. There's nothing more to really say about that. Delays, short turning buses, things going out of service, like, it's inevitable. Absolutely inevitable. Number 5, hot cars. Listen, you know, it's one thing to voluntarily go into a sauna after working out or whatever it may be, after swimming or whatever at the gym, but to go into a sauna on my way somewhere, whether it's summertime and it's already hot outside, or it's wintertime and I'm wearing, you know, a couple layers on a thick jacket, I ain't got time for that. A hot train, it's not so much the streetcars, it's more so the trains. A hot train where the air is not moving, it's just sitting and it's stuffy, and like I literally can't breathe. Like, there's been times where I've been on a train in the past, like 2 summers ago I'd say, and I would get stuck on hot trains and I would legit be on the verge of passing out. Y'all need to fix that, because that's a concern, seriously. And y'all want us to pay extra fare and bumping up the prices of our metro passes and stuff like that. Like, boo-boo. For what? You still didn't fix the AC. Like, what are we paying for? Y'all joking. Pet peeve number 6. I think we've all been there, you know, sitting on a train or sitting on a bus, there's few empty seats, and a certain individual might come on board the bus or board the train, whatever, who might be a little obnoxious. They might be a little drunk or whatever it may be. Something's up, you know. And as soon as you see them, you're just like, you know this person's about to cause all types of annoyance. And you just pray, Lord, it's me, Brandy. Please, Lord, don't let this person sit beside me. And you're just there chanting to yourself like, don't sit beside me, don't sit beside me, don't sit beside me, don't sit beside. And they sit beside you, and then you're stuck for this commute with this individual who actually wants to have a long conversation with you, and you're just trying to mind your business and listen to your music. I don't mind having conversations with strangers every now and then, but you know, I got boundaries, I got limits. You know, sometimes I just want to space out. So I don't want to use the term crazy, having somebody crazy sit beside you, but having somebody you don't necessarily want to sit beside you at that present moment in time, having them sit beside you for your commute, that is a pet peeve. And it sucks. And even like going along the lines of the whole thing where there's a few empty seats, like it could be an empty ass bus. There are, let's say 10 seats available. 10 seats available, and this person just decides to come sit beside you. Like, but why? ¿Por qué? Like, no entiendo. For what? Like, what's so special about this seat? Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to get the window seat? Like, why are you coming to sit beside me? Really? Like, now you got me feeling all types of uncomfortable. The thing with these lists, I don't always number them, and I get lost in whatever number of the list I'm at. So whatever next number it is, this next pet peeve is, I know we've all experienced this. You know when you're just waiting for the bus, and it's like, wow, look at all these buses going in this direction. Like, wow, I'm just gonna be really consistent, and my bus is gonna come any second now. One bus. Two bus. Okay. 3 bus. And you're just there checking the street waiting for your bus. 10 buses later, on the other side, not one damn bus has come your way. And then when finally comes, you see one in the distance, you're like, yes, here comes my bus. I'm about to go. Finally, I've been waiting forever, and that bus is out of service. Like, the nerve. That is so excuse my language. I'm trying to cut down on that, but yeah, that's the worst. That is actually the worst, and that happens to me quite a bit, and it is so annoying. Sorry, all types of triggers are going off right now. I need to just drink some tea and calm down real quick. Listen, I know we go through times. This is the next point now. So going on to the next point, you know, I understand some of us have harder times throughout certain times of the month, and I'm not speaking on menstruation or anything right now. I'm talking financially. So you might not have as much money, or you might not have as much change on you at that time, whatever. But people who do not want to pay and getting on the bus and causing all types of traffic, as if there isn't already traffic outside of the bus, y'all really start to irk me sometimes. Like, you know what I even noticed in my experience? I noticed when you're honest with the TTC driver saying, you know what, I don't really have the money right now, or I don't have as much change as all I have at the moment, more than likely they're probably gonna give you a pass, you know, and let you come on. But if you're just gonna come onto the train, come onto the bus, go all the way in the back and sit there and act like nobody's seen that, like, and then you have the driver announcing for you to come pay at the front, and you're sitting there like, pet peeve. You're really irking everybody's soul. Yeah, there has been times where I actually ended up just kind of paying for somebody's fare because it's like, I don't have time for this. Seriously, like, this is just holding me up from wherever I'm trying to go. It's unfair. Like, I get it. But yeah, don't hold up the bus. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to the bus driver. If that person won't let you on, the next driver probably will though. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some nice ones out there. But yeah. People who bother me are the ones that want to play their music out loud. Like, why are you disrupting everybody's peace right now? Why? Why? Like, especially if you listen to trash music. If the song's good, that's a little different. But if you listen to your boy's trashy mixtape, like, nobody wants to hear that. Oh my god, no. No, get some headphones. My final pet peeve is just the nasty, dirty, rankin, stinking people who want to get on public transit and make all types of mess, litter everywhere, not clean up after themselves, sneeze and cough on their hands, touching poles, and all types of nasty stuff like that. Like leaving banana peels on the seats and just eating and leaving crumbs all over the place, throwing garbage on the floor. Seriously, you can't just hold on to their chip bag. Like, y'all are the main ones that really make me want to stop taking public transit and just go ahead and get me a car. But true say, I am living single and I have to handle my expenses alone. And I ain't in the position just yet to get a vehicle. So yeah. And it was at this very moment when I realized that my camera cut off. Well, I didn't notice until it was time to edit. But anyways, saying that, I hope you liked the video. Please be sure to comment, click like, subscribe, and of course, share as well, as I mentioned before. Other than that, peace, love, happiness, and yeah, see you next time.